Hello everyone, it's Melanie here. I have been recording a video for binding my February Fabric Junk Journal Challenge Journal, and I realized that my phone was on the wrong orientation. My camera was on portrait orientation instead of landscape. So the first part of this video is missing, but we can just pick up where I am now. I just made a little punching template. I'm going to do a 5-hole pamphlet stitch to bind my 3 signatures into my fabric cover. So I'm just going through and marking my signatures. This book is going to be really full from the beginning. So this is an old dictionary that I use as a punching cradle. It's kind of wearing out. And so is my awl. Can you tell how crooked it is? So this journal's just about finished. I've got some other things I added, some embellishments and whatnot. But I think I'm just about done with it. And I noticed that these 3 rows of dots lined up in my spine very, very nicely. So I'm going to use those as the lines for my holes. And I may want to use my screw punch and actually punch out these holes, because this fabric is, it loses the holes there. Yeah, so that's much better. Can you see those holes? So that way I don't lose the hole in my fabric. The hole doesn't close back up. Make it a lot easier for me while I'm stitching. So I love my screw punch. If you don't have one, they're a great investment. So I'm going to start at the back signature, and I'm just using some crochet cotton that I found that was really durable. And I did put just a little bit of beeswax on it. I didn't wax it too terribly much. I find waxed thread to be a little bit tough with a pamphlet stitch because you're going back through the same holes. And when you do that, sometimes the wax makes it kind of tough. So let's see. I'm just going to do a 5-hole stitch. So I'm going to go in this last set of holes here. So I'm going to start this on the inside. I'm going to put my knot on the inside in this book. And so far my holes are matching up perfectly, which is always nice. So down through the last hole, and back through this one, and make sure that I don't pierce that other strand that's going through there. That's always the tricky part with a pamphlet stitch. Here we go. I'm going to trim that before I tighten it up, just so it's easier to deal with. And I'm going to remove these to tighten it down before I secure it. So I'm going to start here. I'm just going to tighten both of these, top and bottom, from the top and bottom, and then tighten these in the center. And just tie a knot there in the middle. And there it is in the back. There we go. That looks good. I'm going to leave a little bit of a tail on those. So then we have the next signature coming up. And tie this off in a... So it's bound. I kind of like the fact that the binding is not, doesn't stand out very much. So you're still seeing, it's still all about the quilt fabric. So once I bind something like this by hand, I usually go through and kind of open up these signatures and push these pages down. There we go. Just exercise it a little. Ooh, I like it. I like all the fabric in the pockets. I like that it has the brown paper bags because I love the sound of those. I'll do another video of my finished flip through because it's just about done. I just need to add in all my tags and embellishments and things like that. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.